fabulous Jelena, who is a senior full stack developer, blockchain expert, Web3 enthusiast, passionate speaker, educator, and so much more. I am so excited to hear her talk on breaking the algorithm of how women can reshape the future of AI and Web3. Wow.
Yeah, it's very interesting subject. And also I made small presentation just to grasp some key points and to exchange some ideas that I would like to share that I think it will make bigger impact on the speech. So are you able to see it?
Yes.
Great. So because you already introduced me, as we said, my name is Jelena and I'm a full stack developer. I'm also a blockchain educator. I teach at universities. I also teach in other programs like Crypto University by C3, Growish Accelerator, and other awesome communities, DAOs, and organizations, which mostly are led by women. And we are inclusive of everyone, of course, but the main idea is to try to make women speak up, to show their great talents, because they have and a lot of talents. And the blockchain and the AI, it's still more male related technology as the other already male tech industry that is already here, and we're living through it. So the idea is to change these things a little bit, because we can and we have to, and I'm here to tell you why. So my journey, as I said, isn't just technical, it's also personal, because as a woman and as a mother and someone who believes that the systems we build reflect who we are and must reflect the best of who we are, not just what's profitable. So I'm here to make the case for ethics, inclusion, human values at the core of every algorithm we write, no matter what is the technology. So today, this is a great question that we have to ask ourselves. The future is being coded, but by whom and for whom? So this is something that we really need to think about, especially in the development world. When we are developers, we have to think about who is coding, by which example or role model, and for whom, and not, again, just from a profitable point of view. So we're actually standing at a technological crossroads, and the choices we make today will define the power, the inclusion, and the identity of tomorrow. So the artificial intelligence, the decentralized technologies, and blockchain are not just shaping our future, but they're defining also our values, our power, and our place in the world. But with a question that we ask, who is doing the coding and who gets to decide what the code stands for, that isn't just a talk, there it's more as a summon, a call for the women to lead, not follow the tech revolution. So we need to lead this tech revolution. The algorithms aren't neutral. And we already had a lot of cases where there is invisible bias in our machines. So they're not objective, they're built by people, and as I said, they reflect our assumptions, our exclusions, and yes, our biases. So this awesome girl on the pictures here, it's actually Dr. Joy Balwani, at the MIT University, who started this Algorithmic Justice League, and you can watch a great documentary about it. It's called Coded Bias. And she was among the first who noticed that a lot of algorithms, even on great corporations, like the Amazon AI for hiring that only was positive to white male and not just gave more priority to them, but excluded women, especially women in color. So she did this experiment with the white mask that on another algorithm, the algorithm will actually trace her face because before the white mask, as a woman of color, she wasn't traceable by the algorithm. So that's how her research started with the white mask, and it led to bringing this algorithmic justice league with where a lot other communities and women around the world, even men, joined and tried to fight this algorithmic injustice because
Ja, hoi.
you
Johan.
see, sorry.
Hi. Ja, ik snap het.
Yeah.
Hi, if we could just
because
mute when the speaker's speaking, because it's really distracting. If we could just honor the
yeah.
speaker and make sure we're on mute. Thank you.
So these are just few examples of what and how it's starting, and these are algorithms that are used in governments, in institutions, in important and big corporations. They are defining in a way our future, and it's scary if they're biased. Even there were situations where the police department was using AI to try to see which person it's more plausible to make some crime or not, and it was bias. So we are the role models that we build the algorithms for, and we have to make them from our best models. Otherwise, we should be responsible for what we're coding and what we're working. And this is just one example with this algorithmic justice league. They're trying to fight for equitable AI and for equality in the algorithms. But there are also other examples worldwide that we should try to follow or even have as an example if we're developers to try to not do that in our own code. I'll go back now to the original promise of the blockchain and how everything started. It's so the blockchain, the idea didn't start as a tech trend. It became as a lot radical idea that will return the power to the people. So there will be no banks deciding who gets to participate, no institution controlling access to value, and no middleman deciding who is seen or heard. So it was about equality, about equity, freedom, agency. So now it's up to us to carry the torch forward, not just for finance, but also for identity, education, governance, and dignity. And we should continue using this technology, which started as a rebellion, to keep it as one, to still use it, to have the power to the people, because we are the ones who build it, and we are the ones who decide how it's going to work, whether we plan to include some third-party institutions, but we don't have to. So it's up to us. And I think, and I also try to convince people to use it for making great things, not making scams or use it for bad. So I cannot stress this enough, but the systems reflect their creators. So we shape what we build. And like we build the bots, we train the models, we write the smart contracts. So if we choose to optimize for profit at any cost, we'll build systems that exploit. But if we use ethics, empathy, accountability, then we'll build systems that uplift. So the difference between a scam bot and a support bot, it's us, how we build it. The difference between extractive tech and regenerative tech, it's our values. So this is why ethics matter. And this is where women, and especially mothers, have a critical role to play. So what make us different and will make us different in the future from the artificial intelligence is our sense of ethics, and we cannot lose that. Women's superpower is the moral design. So this where women come in. So what tech rarely acknowledges is what we call maternal intelligence. So motherhood is one of the most demanding, complex, emotionally intelligent roles in human life, and it teaches us about long-term thinking, about emotional sensitivity, justice and fairness, and how to teach and pass on values, not just rules. So women, especially mothers, carry moral knowledge that the world desperately needs. And we must bring it to the code, to the protocols, to the platforms, to the algorithms, to the models. So if we want ethical AI, inclusive Web3, we need maternal instinct encoded into our digital systems. And this is a must do. So here are only few logos or of few of the women-driven communities in the blockchain that I have connection with. Either I collaborate, work for, their friends, we met, we network, and so on. And these are such a big communities with so great ideas and values that made a lot of great impact to all the people they touched, connected with, teached, and so on. So this is a real world proof that we can do this, especially as women. So this is already happening. Like the Crypto University by C3 is bringing blockchain learning to underrepresented communities. The Growage program supports women designing in Web3 and AI for education, equity, and access. And other programs that are led by women, many of them mothers, are building systems for that care, not control. So they're not optimizing for clicks and for impressions and for financial gain, but they're optimizing with care and love for community, for capacity, and for compassion.
Wow, Jelena, sorry to interrupt you there. Absolutely amazing. And I don't want to disrupt your flow because what I am learning, and I'm sure everybody's learning, is incredible. You do have like 5 minutes, so I don't want to disrupt your flow, but amazing. Wow, amazing.
Yeah, it's enough. It's enough. I mean, it's very inspirational and it's a real thing. And that's why I said it's not like a tech speech. This is more of a summon because I know great women, especially developers, they're closed or shy or insecure. They don't want to speak up and they have great value. So that's why I want to
Wow.
inspire them and to bring that yes, you're important. Yes, you can do it and you can do it better.
Wow. Honestly,
Yeah.
I am absolutely, and I'm sure so many women on this call and men, all of us, are so inspired. I actually want to watch back the recording because I feel like you unpacked so much in such a short space of time. Like even the mask, and even an article I wrote about recently about Chat GPT and how I noticed that about the emotional intelligence. It kind of gives it very matter of fact. And if people are seeking like mental health or anything like that, it's so important. Like what you said, the creator and how we are reprogramming it, not just thinking about ourselves, but forward thinking, particularly about the younger generations and how they're going to be interacting with something that we need to keep advancing and keep, programming essentially. So thank you so much. So powerful. Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So I'm gonna close it up a bit. So the culture change is the real revolution, and this isn't just again a tech shift, it's a cultural reset. So we don't need to be included in broken system. We don't need to build better ones from scratch. What means changing? It's who gets to build, how we define success, and what we optimize for. And yes, that means bringing ethical women's leadership into engineering rooms, startup teams, DAOs, protocol design, and so on. So your role in the future as a woman is whether you're a technologist, educator, mom, or a rebel, you belong here. So start a project, audit the system, mentor that girl, govern the DAO, teach your values. You don't need permission, you just need a purpose.
Wow, wow,
So the
wow, wow, wow,
future,
wow, 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 wow. It's like mic drop.
yeah. So
Amazing,
the future,
amazing.
yeah. The
Amazing.
future is being written already line by line, block by block, model by model, and the systems we build today will be either amplify our worst instincts or encourage our highest ethics. So don't just break the algorithm, rewrite it with love, with logic, and with courage. And because in the end, the greatest code we will ever write is the one that makes us more human. So
Amazing.
that's the mic drop.
There you go. Just thinking ahead, because I know we pushed you forward. Is Agatha here, or are we going to just continue? And is everyone happy to just move up a slot? I just want to make sure that everybody. I don't want anyone else missing their time slots. That was amazing, though. Thank you so much, Jelena. Wow.
Thank you. So here is for everyone who wants to connect. This is the QR for my
Perfect.
LinkedIn. This is also my website, and I'm trying to do something new, which is called the Full Stack Mom. And I want to share, especially from my personal life, a lot of tips and tricks, not from tech point of view, but from women and motherhood point of view, that yes, although you're a mom, you can be very successful and you can be still a great mom and you can still do anything because you're a woman,
Absolutely.
you're multitasking, and you're amazing.
Absolutely. Very empowering. I love it. I love it,
Yeah.
all of it. Well, I would definitely reaching out to you.